Many consider U.S. President Donald Trump to be one of the most incompetent world leaders of our time, and a lot of cases can be made as to why people say that. But putting aside the politics, is Donald Trump really that eccentric and incompetent as the news makes him out to be?
Don't look at the sun without your eclipse glasses.
The short answer is absolutely yes. But to solidify our answer, here are the top 10 most insane facts about Donald Trump. He won a Razzie. If you're not familiar with the Golden Raspberry Awards, they're essentially bizarro Oscars. Golden Raspberry Awards, or Razzies as they're commonly known, are given to the worst actors, directors, writers, etc. for a film that released that year. And for 1989, the Razzie for Worst Supporting Actor went to Donald Trump. That year, he starred as himself in the film Ghosts Can't Do It, which also starred Hollywood actress Bo Derek. The film, and Trump's performance, was panned by critics and is widely regarded as one of the worst films of that decade. He used to be a Democrat. If you follow American politics, you're most likely aware that Donald Trump represents the Republican Party. Another thing you might know is that the Democrats are the political opponents of the Republicans. Well, at one point, Trump was actually a member of the Democratic Party. Between 2001 and 2009, Trump actively voted against the party he currently represents. He's been married 3 times. In the modern day, divorces are quite common. In fact, 1 in 3 marriages end in divorce. But going through 2 divorces and 3 marriages is very rare. His marriages include Melania Knauss Trump, January 22, 2005 to present; Marla Maples Trump, December 1993 through June 1999, divorced; Ivana Zelnicek Trump, 1977 through 1999, divorced. He's also had a total of 4 children across all of these marriages. Thousands of lawsuits. You'd think as the owner of one of the largest corporations in the world that Donald Trump would be a good businessman. Well, apparently not, as he's been sued more than 3,500 times. These lawsuits have been put forward by contractors, business partners, banks, clients, and even his own employees. And somehow, Trump has still managed to come out on top. He was sent to military school. Trump is notorious for his poor behavior as an adult, and apparently, he wasn't much better when he was younger. In fact, as a teenager, Trump was sent to military school for reform due to his constant misbehavior at his original school. That didn't seem to work though, as his behavior has got him into a lot of trouble later in life, which leads us on to our next fact. Sexual misconduct allegations. Donald Trump is infamous for his horrible treatment of women, but a lot of people don't know the true extent of his perverted behavior towards women. As of 2017, at least 24 women have accused Trump of sexual assault in several incidents over the last 30 years. He's even paid porn stars to have sex with him.
Michael Cohen had arranged this payment to Stormy Daniels.
Racial discrimination. Although Trump denies he is a racist, there are plenty of examples of Trump saying or doing racist things in the past. One of the most notable examples was when the Trump Management Corporation was sued by the Department of Justice for discrimination because they would not rent to people of certain races and ethnic backgrounds.
C for colored, to indicate a black person was looking to rent.
Poor investments. Stories about people passing up on investing in businesses that become wealthy in the future are quite common, and for a good reason. No one can predict what will be popular and profitable in the future, but this blunder is so stupid that it makes Trump look like a complete idiot. Trump famously passed up on the opportunity to buy the NFL team, the New England Patriots, back in the 80s because he thought it was a bad investment. Now, he wouldn't have been able to predict that they'd be multiple Super Bowl champions in the future, but having the chance to buy any NFL team is something you don't pass up on lightly. Debt and bankruptcy. In 1990, Trump had racked up nearly $1 billion in personal debt. However, he managed to reach an agreement with the banks, which allowed him to avoid declaring personal bankruptcy. In fact, Trump has never actually filed for personal bankruptcy, yet he's filed for bankruptcy for 6 of his businesses between 1991 and 2009. For someone who always brags about doing wonder for the American economy, he doesn't seem to be that great of a CEO. Reality TV sensation. Finally, let's talk about Trump's run on national television. In 2004, Donald Trump began hosting The Apprentice, a reality show featuring aspiring entrepreneurs competing for Trump's approval. The show was extremely popular and ran for a total of 11 years, when in 2015, Trump announced his departure from the show to allow him to put all of his effort into running for president. At the height of the show's popularity, Trump was being paid close to $400,000 per episode. Well, there were 10 insane facts about U.S. President Donald Trump.